Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner Studio, and with me today are the library ladies, Pat Lopreto and Grace. I was going to say Green's her name, but this hair is just like doing me in.
So I know.
Grace
Change
Green.
the color.
Yeah, change every month.
I wish, and she's not even in charge of the children's section, is she?
No.
But red is the color of the month.
Oh, is that it?
Valentine's.
Oh, it's heart. It's also Heart Month.
Yes.
That's right.
So she's got the
Healthy
right
Heart
color.
Month. So she's trying. Okay, So it's almost the end of February, and you finally shown up for the February meeting. So
February 5th.
Oh, I know, but it just seems like it's been here forever. So what's happening at the library?
So we got a couple things coming up in light of the weather coming tonight.
Sure, hopefully.
We have
That's nothing's going to happen.
probably not.
Right.
So we have Grow a Snowflake, and that'll be on Saturday, which we're also calling for snow apparently on Saturday morning.
So let me see
been
this.
great.
Grow a snowflake.
Grow a
Listen to a
snowflake,
story and
so-
learn how to make your own snow. Yeah, so no two stories will be the same, just like
So-
snowflakes, right? Mm-hmm. All right, that's kind of cool.
And then February 21st will be our Wee Ones in the Garden and the Elementary Green Thumbs. We're going to learn about birds, what they do in the winter, how the trees help them, and we're going to make birdseed ornaments. So this is getting moved because it was supposed to be this Friday. We're closed for staff development, so we had to move it to the 21st.
Okay, that's cool.
So
You know,
and that'll
this
be with the Master Gardeners.
the Master Gardeners is really a cool group of.
Oh,
I want to say
they're-
ladies, but they have men in there too. But we did a T-shirt for them that says, "We love digging in the dirt" or something like that. And it was great.
They get the kids involved. They're down on
do.
the ground dancing and they're
Oh yeah,
singing and
they're
stuff.
great.
So.
They're great.
And then the day after that one, February 22nd, we're going to do Cooking Blizzard.
I seen that
So- So many people don't know what those are.
snowflakes,
The snowballs.
snowballs. Well,
They don't know what they are. None of the kids know what they are.
They're like a ding dong with marshmallow icing on top.
Yeah. So we're going to get the white ones.
ones.
Have you not had them either?
I don't eat them. No.
Okay, but you know what they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the kids I've talked to haven't even seen them.
I know they're so.
They're going to be putting licorice and all kinds of things into them and turning them into different creatures
Yeah.
before they eat them.
Very
Before they eat
nice.
them.
And
You know they're
then
going
we're
to eat
going
them.
to eat them. Of course, we're putting edibles, right?
Oh, yes.
Edibles, gummy bears, and
Yes.
all them worms and stuff that they. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
does
know if
that
they
all
still
go
make
together?
snowballs anymore or not. Do they?
They do, but do you know that it's hard to find the white ones?
Yes.
You have to special order them.
Right. Really.
They're not in the stores. They don't have white ones in the stores. They only have pink.
Well, it's pink for this month.
But white one it's called limited time and it's only online.
Isn't that strange?
Unlike you would think wintertime.
Yeah, you would think.
Or the actual name of the thing.
when you call it snowballs, you would
Yeah.
think they'd be
Winter,
white.
right? And that yeah. But
That's
they
all
don't-
you have. That's all
So-
we're doing in February.
Those are our special events, and then we
Oh.
have the Science Scouts and the Homeschool Hub and the Music and Movement and the Story Time. That's all the same.
There's so much. I just posted the story from last night's Board of Supervisors meeting with Erin. She did her 6-month review of the library, and just and had an increase of everything. So more people have showed up, more books checked out.
Well, we now do 2 days of Story Time. We do it Wednesday and Thursday.
Wow,
So we have 2 on Wednesday and 2 on Thursday because we have so many people coming for Story Time.
that's great. I mean, people love our library. All right, so what's happening in the adult section?
Well, it's still winter reading. It's going to be happening until March 1st. So if you read anything, it's by minutes.
I've seen that 300 and some odd thousand minutes read, and they said 22,000 books, I guess, on the one group. That's a lot of reading. Yeah, it's just amazing.
We changed the teens over to minutes too this time because you guys did.
Really?
Yeah, the adults changed it in the summer and had a increase, so we changed the teens, and we've had an increase in the teen.
Well, you're giving them a
Participation.
challenge. It's, you read a book, but it's this thick or that thick or whatever
And
it is.
that's what the teens kept saying is, my book is this big, I can't finish it in a week.
But they got a lot of words. and
But they do it in
minutes.
time. They do it in minutes
Yeah,
too now.
but they like the challenge, I think is what it is. All right, so we
Exactly.
rudely interrupted you, Grace.
I know. So upsetting. But we have that, and then the special things, we're starting up with our string theory, which is our fiber arts club. So if you do weaving, crochet or knitting, anything with yarn,
Right.
that is where you want to go in. It's for beginners or for people who are more experienced.
And when is that? Because I'm going to tell my wife, because that's all she does, sit all day and knit.
It's all Saturdays from 8 to 2 p.m.
Oh, wow, you're making a whole day of it.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, wait a
No,
minute.
starting February 8th from 2 p.m. I was going to say.
I'm like, we're not open at 8 a.m.
I know, we're not.
I told you that hair is doing that
February
red is just
8th.
leaching
Eating into
into
my
her brain.
Nah, it's just the weather.
Yeah.
So go back. Let's start over again. So when was the knitting?
The
starts-
knitting starts
this
every
fiber,
Saturday. It's called String Theory.
Okay.
Every Saturday at 2 o'clock.
And how long does it go till? Till people get tired and leave?
Probably.
Probably until 4 o'clock.
Okay.
But that's for any type.
All type of knitters.
All type.
Any level.
My wife had been knitting for quite a
the
while.
word.
She was watching that YouTube channel, and this lady had come on, and she had knitted really fancy sweaters and everything. And the lady said, I've only been knitting for 2 years. And my wife said, you did all that in 2 years? And all of a sudden she got motivated and she started knitting. I said, if she can do it after 2 years, you've been doing for 10 years, you ought to be able to do a sweater. And she just went crazy, and she got sweaters and socks and hats and all sorts of stuff.
That's so
That's
exciting.
cool. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and
I
then
want to tell her about that. Hopefully she'll show up. And
yeah, please. It's
Okay.
really cool. We have a really cool person leading it.
okay, good.
And then we also have embroidery club every Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 12.
And you're using your little machine in the studio, or
No, we're mostly just sitting around tables chatting all the time.
Oh.
We're doing more
Well, they
talking
do.
than
talking
embroidering.
about it, talked about the techniques of embroidery.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not as easy as people look. I said, you're designing with threads, and you can't
it's
get
hard to undo.
And it's hard. Well, that is, but to try to make your picture look like what you want with a thread, versus when you print it, you got gradients and you got all different colors, and you don't have that with embroidery. You can't just put like one thread in there. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So we know about embroidery.
Yep. And so we always do What the Tech every Tuesday at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
We have our genealogy club February 12th. And then tomorrow it's Bad Romance February 5th.
I was trying to ask her about bed. I was.
Bad Romance.
He always asks.
Yeah, that's February 5th.
That's
That's
today.
today.
That's today. Wow. Isn't that lovely?
We're probably missing that right now.
I know. We're missing it. That would be
So
tonight.
what's the theme for tonight for Bad Romance?
That's a great idea. I'm not sure. I'm not prepared. But I have the theme for Books and Beyond.
Well, let's go there.
Books and Beyond is
I'm
happening.
going to tell Erin that you're messing up her Bad Romance Club.
I am. I'm messing up all kinds of things today.
All right.
So Books and
I'm
Beyond.
glad you're having this staff development day.
Yeah.
We need it.
We need it. Okay.
February 13th is poetry. So you can read things that are about poetry, with poetry, all that jazz.
Okay.
And then we have a special program where we're going to have an author make a presentation.
Okay.
And it's Southern Girls Always Survive with author Rocky Yost.
Is he local? Or where's he? Do you know where he's coming from? Mm-mm. Well, you are not prepared. I am going to tell.
Well,
oh my
but
God.
we're not in charge of each and every program.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're just the spokespeople, but we
I
we
mean,
get the paperwork.
You're like the people that couldn't get out of jury duty, right?
Hey, I did on Monday.
You're so glad you did. All right. So what else?
Yeah, so he's going to be discussing his debut novel, Southern Girls Always Survive, which is a woman's crime fiction tale about survival, persistence, and self-determination.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then we've got our sewing class, 101.
Have you taken that class?
Nope. I've only been doing the embroidery.
Okay. And all they do is talk. So,
Yeah.
About the different designs.
But it's so much fun.
It is. It is a lot
Don't
of
you guys
fun.
have a swap thing coming up where they're
Yep,
collecting?
we have a craft supply. So every Thursday, during our open hours for Studio 330, if you come in from 12 to 4, you can drop off craft supplies.
Okay.
And then March 22nd, that is when you get first picks. If you drop something off, then you get first picks at all
So
the
if your wife
craft
has
supplies.
too much of the
know,
certain supplies
Yeah.
and she
Well,
needs
let
yarn,
me
she
tell
can come
you-
in for
Let
yarn.
me tell you a story real quick because I know we have time since she wasn't prepared.
Nah. She talked about a lot.
I went to an auction, and I like to look at stuff. So I was at this auction, and they had yarn. They must have closed the yarn shop, and they had different lots of it. I'll get that. I'll bid on that. Oh, I might as well bid on that one too. We went down there with a 12-foot trailer and a pickup truck, and it was piled high.
Just yarn.
Just yarn, and I brought all
What
this.
your wife is still knitting.
No, I tried to give a lot of it away. And who needs yarn? So
Apparently, string theory will.
So we'll
take your yarn.
We had all sorts of yarn for a year trying to get rid of it. Oh my gosh, she could have opened a yarn store. But yes, next time I see some, I'll get it, and then we'll bring it down to the library.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We always need supplies.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it won't just
When
be
you
for
leave
yarn,
here
but
today,
yeah.
we're talking about Studio 330, and they have a really cool memory lab in there where you can take your old VHS tapes and transfer it to DVD. So when you leave here today, I'm going to give you a couple cases of DVD blanks that you take with you, so that
Thank
you
you.
so you won't have. Don't let the library charge you for them.
We don't charge them.
No, we never.
I want to give you a bunch of blank DVDs so you can take your VHS, stick it in their machine, transfer it to a DVD, and it's so cool. Yeah, that's really great. And that memory lab, that one we did, we give you that 8mm, and I heard Erin in her report last night said people have been coming in transferring their
With that
8mm movies.
onto
And it's so
onto-
cool.
yep.
So I'm glad you all figured it out. We tried for a month trying to get the machine to work. I said, I'm just going to give it to Erin. No, I'm just kidding. But it is so cool. It just
We have enough retired teachers working there that.
yeah. You get a bunch of
Unfortunately,
them
that's what we used to use.
You get those 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds come in showing you how to use it. I know.
No, they don't know what that is.
Oh, that's true. Well,
They don't even know what the VHSs are.
I know. What is that? I know. It is amazing how the technology has just surpassed, in the
Now,
last 25 years.
You ask them how to work anything else
On your-
computer-wise,
on your
they're
phone.
ahead
Oh,
of
yeah,
us.
yeah. You want to program your phone. Be careful. Don't tell them what
they
ends
they
up on it.
can, yeah, they can do that. But
All right. What are the last things we got to...
Oh, that was it.
Studio 330. I just stole your thunder on
Yeah,
that.
you did. But
so, and then we
That is
got
the coolest place, really.
good to highlight.
If you're into any kind of crafts or, like you mentioned, embroidering, you have a little embroidering sewing machine in there, and you have the Cricut where you can cut vinyl. You have a 3D printer. If you ever want to just find out about what's all this talk about 3D printing, they have that. You have a laser that you can engrave and cut
Using on
things
wood.
with. Yeah. And so, you got all sorts of cool, and you can make the VHS transfers and stuff. So I think it's a neat little thing. And it's just kind of getting started. How's your studio doing? The actual recording booth, have you got that up and running?
no.
recording booth? Or you mean the
one that
sound
says-
studio?
The sound
thing in
studio.
the back.
Yeah, we
Oh, is
have
that
it. We have it all up.
Oh, good.
You
Good.
can
We've
make
been using it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can make reservations for it.
Yeah, you
I
can go
haven't
there and
seen
you can bring your grandparents down there and sit and record just memories,
Stories.
just sit and talk.
Yeah.
And when we should do that, if you got old movies or you got your grandparents or your parents, let them sit there, and once you get them rolling, they'll tell a lot of stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So, something that everyone wish they would have done. So now you have an opportunity to do it, and it doesn't really cost anything. All it
all the
costs
way
you is
back
your
to that,
library
yeah.
card.
Exactly.
Show your card, and you're a VIP, and come right on in. There's so much cool stuff happening at the library. I like this cooking blizzard. Mark it on that. If you can see that snowball here, if anybody really wants to know what we're talking about, I call that a ho-ho with...
No, those are log looking
Well, I
ones.
know, but or a ding dong or something. It's the chocolate cake with the icing
It's marshmallow
inside.
and coconut on the outside.
Yeah, and then on the outside, it's really cool. That's a neat idea. And
But
I've
it's
seen some of the
very hard to
characters
find.
you've made out of other things down at the library too. They've done embroidering characters and all sorts of different goodies. All right, this is another one. This is the one right here. This is the elementary green thumbs, ages
so
6 to
they'll be
11.
making the birdseed ornament.
Oh yeah, birdseed ornament. That's kind of cool too. Yeah, neat. All right, and then one more. I want to know about this one. Grow a snowflake. Now, how are they going to do that?
I think it's borax, water, and pipe cleaners.
And it'll form the crystals around it? That
As
is
the
so-
water evaporates, the
Yeah.
borax will form the crystals on the pipe cleaners.
Yeah, science. All the things you can learn
I'm
at
not
our
doing that
library.
one.
You're not?
Miss McCallis.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, ladies, I think this is again a busy, busy month at the library. If you've never
Even
been
if
to
it
the
is a short
library,
month.
you are missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a short month. It is a short month, isn't
The
it?
short month.
You have missed out if you haven't been to our library. Library of the Year, 2024. I think
So-
that's so cool.
And Day of Giving is February 26th? 22nd.
What is that?
27th.
For what?
February 27th is the day of giving. So if anybody wants to make donations to the library, they're actually going to be matched by an anonymous donor.
That's great. That's a great day, 22nd. All right, we want to do that. I appreciate again, ladies, coming in, sharing all the great stuff that happens at our library.
Thank you.
We got to do something about that hair.
She'll change it to green next month.
I know.
Yeah. It'll be a different color, don't worry.
All right. Thanks again.
Matches your shirt.
Well, yeah, it does look good, doesn't it?
I'm pink on both sides here.
You're a rose between two thorns. Maybe the other way around. All right. Thanks again.